What's going on, everybody? So if you want to find out my thoughts and my guest thoughts on Bone number 9, Greenwich Village, well, you're going to have to stay tuned and watch. So if this is your first time coming across this beautiful bald-headed bastard, and you like someone who's sarcastically back and really does not take himself, this channel, nor this hobby too seriously, and every now and then I get inspired to talk like this because my guest is from the South.
Now, Chad, if that wasn't a 10-ply Southern impersonation, I don't know what was.
Well, you damn skippy Cameron, I'm making fun because your accent, because I love the South. Bond number 9, Greenwich Village, was actually launched in 2019 and it's classed as an Oriental floral. Before I give you my thoughts, Cameron, why don't you give us yours?
Thank you, Chad, for having me back on your channel and doing your horrible impersonation of a Southerner from the United States, but I'll give you a pass. Matter of fact, the fragrance that Chad and I are talking about is a eau de parfum. Roasted! We are talking about Greenwich Village from Bond number 9. This is actually one of my favorite Bond fragrances. I've been seeing Chad, kind of going over some of the Bond fragrances, and they don't get a lot of talk in the fragrance community anymore. When this came out, it did have a little bit of hype. I did do a full review and a little sample giveaway. Matter of fact, I still have people asking for those samples. Have been long gone. But this has I guess it depends on what your skin type is, because actually Chad and I discussed this and he did say that this thing leaned a little femme for him. But for me, on my skin, it just comes off really fruity, to be honest with you, and slightly gourmand. I would say if you were to put like a slightly gourmand twist on like Virgin Island water, it has a similar vibe to that. I mean, it's not 100% like that, but it has some real creamy black currant in here. The praline note is really nice. It's got some vanilla, some jasmine. It's basically just like creamy vanilla and praline with some fruity and floral nuances. It doesn't have like stellar performance, but the time that it is on your skin is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely great for like spring and summer, especially spring, because those florals in there and the mixed with the sweetness of the gourmand notes in here could make it a little bit harder to wear in the summertime. But like I said, it doesn't have like beastly projection or performance, so you could definitely get away with wearing this in the warmer months, and of course like fall and winter if you wanted. But it has a bright, cheery vibe about it. And even Bond said that they were, of course, Bond puts their stories of New York attached to their fragrances, and Greenwich Village being one of the, most popular places in New York, and it's supposed to, represent like the arts, the culture, jazz clubs, musicians. I don't quite understand how that would match this fragrance, but maybe it just being, bright and cheery and all that, maybe that's what they were trying to accomplish with this. Either here or there, still a beautiful fragrance. Chad, are you gonna put lipstick on when you wear this or what, bud? Chad, thanks again for having me on your channel, and thank you everyone watching here at A Gentleman's Journey. Chad's a great guy, even if he is, bald-headed and crazy and kind of quirky. I still love him. It is what it is.
Thanks, Cam, for doing the video. Really do appreciate it. Now, the notes according to the actual website itself, Bond number 9, the notes are cassis, lychee, mandarin, peony petals, water lily, jasmine petals, patchouli, ambroxan, musk, vanilla, and oak moss with some praline. So what do I get out of this scent? This scent opens up with a lot of lychee, and the lychee is pretty much there from top to bottom. It's considered a top note, but for me, this really does last pretty much the whole duration of the scent. I do get some ambroxan, but the florals, the white florals, really do come into play real quick and make this scent very feminine. There is some sweetness from the praline, but I don't get praline per se, I just get a sweet accord. This scent is considered a unisex, but I find it's very feminine. Because of that lychee accord and the white florals, it really does feminine up quite a bit. So I would say that this is like 70-30 for the ladies out there. There is a tropical feel because of that lychee note, and the lychee and the white florals, it's a really nice combination, but on my skin it's a little bit too much of a challenging scent. So when to wear this? This is pretty much just a daily casual scent. You can wear it to work, but you can also wear it just on a simple fun night out. Like nothing like a club, but if you're going on a date, if you're a mademoiselle, a lady, and you want to wear something like a nice floral scent on a date, this has a nice touch to it because of the florals. But the lychee itself for the date kind of gives it a bit of a playful, flirty vibe. Seasons, this is clearly spring and summertime because it does have that tropical feel. Longevity on this was great. 10 hours in projection was mild to moderate, but if you go a little bit too heavy on this one could be a little bit too cloying on you. Wife's thoughts on this one? Wife says it's a sweet, fresh floral that's fun, flirty, but it's more so for the ladies out there. Prices for this one, on the official Bond site, this goes for $405. I'm not sure if that's USD, but it probably is, but online you can get this for about $175. So my final take on Bond number 9, Greenwich Village. I do like this scent, but it's a little bit too challenging for my skin. It's a little bit too unisex, a little bit too feminine. This is a fragrance for someone who's very comfortable in their skin. Someone who likes to dress up and has a bit of a sense of fashion. It is a casual type of scent. There's nothing formal about this one, but for you to really pull this one off, you have to be like a fashionable gentleman. A gentleman at that, and someone who is actually quite comfortable in their own skin, because most guys probably will not like this one just because of that floral, fruity aspect, because it really does dive more so into feminine territory on my skin, but perhaps on most people out there. But do I like this fragrance? The answer is yes. And my rating out of 5 is going to be a 3.25 out of 5. So it's not the best rating, but it's really not a bad scent. That is my take and Cameron's take of Bond number 9, Greenwich Village. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share the video, subscribe if you haven't. Cam's link will be down below. I thank you for your time. Take care, and we will see you later. Thanks for watching.